when a man and a woman meets, the way our differences work, it first attracts us to each other. So, of course, generally, naturally, men are attracted to women. Women are attracted to men. You like the differences. Then, when you now get into the marriage, you now find out that these same differences will frustrate you. A guy thinks he's getting married to another guy because everybody's entitled to only one point of view. This is what you need to learn. As I'm standing here, I have only one point of view. I'm looking this way. I can't see what's going on behind me. I might be sincere, but that doesn't mean I'm going to see what's going on behind. You have a different point of view. You are looking from here upward. You can't see what's going on behind you. The only way we can bridge the gap is by understanding and communication. If we do not do that, I can think my view is the only view. And it's true, it's the only view I have. But that's not the only view that exists. So when you're a guy, except you are very exposed to knowledge, you will think you married another guy. Your point of view on everything will be from a man's perspective, not knowing that a woman also has a different point of view. Men and women are wired differently. We're created differently. I know the world is so confused about it now. They're trying to make men to be women, women to be men. But from scripture and from proven science, everything about us is different. Everything about us is different. Biologically, at least we all agree that biologically and physically we are different. We all agree on that. The woman's body is different. The woman's height is different. Her hair texture, everything is different. The skin, the softness of her skin, everything is different. Now, but it doesn't just stop in the physical hardware. Just like the way when they bring out iPhone 16, they give it a new physical body, but they also change the processor inside of it. Why would you think God will make a different being physically and put the same processor inside them? Yeah, we're also different internally. That means mentally we are different, and science has proven our brains and our way of thinking emotionally we are different. So when you enter a home, or you guys start a family, you need to start to learn now that the being I'm married to is different from me. Very different. So the way she interprets, in fact, I always say this way, men and women do the same activities, but for different reasons. So there was a question about sex earlier today. Men and women do the same activities, but for different reasons. Men want sex for a different reason than women want it. Now, the activity is the same. That's what confuses people. It's the same activity, not sex, yes, but the reason she's wants sex is very different from your reason. And once the two reasons are different, we will start having issues in the how we're going to do it and the how often. A man enjoys sex first physically. So sex is more a physical act for a man. He needs it for release. So the more stressed he is, the more sex he wants. For a woman, she doesn't see sex like, and of course there are little exceptions here and there, that will happen. But ordinarily, the average woman doesn't see sex as a form of release. She sees sex as a form of connection. So she usually wants to make love. The man usually wants to have sex. They have two different things. A man making love is a long process. Sometimes he wants to go to the end point. A man can enjoy sex without any long love making. He can just go straight to the project because it's a physical release for him. So it's not necessarily like they were saying that the guy has gone wild. No, he might not have even been a wild person. But his need for sex is very different. And you notice the lady that spoke at the end, the doctor, said, sex for a woman starts in the morning. Not on the bed at night. Because for a man, that's how it is. A man doesn't have to be in the mood. Doesn't need to talk to you. In fact, doesn't even need to know you to enjoy sex. This is why prostitution, you don't want to hear how much goes into prostitution. That means there are a lot of men willing to have sex with people they are not going to see again. You see how men see sex? In fact, most men would prefer to pay for sex because this means I don't have to be nice to you. I don't have to take you out on a date. All the things the doctor was saying. Because in a normal marriage setting, it takes a lot to get a woman in the mood. So a man would rather just go and drop the money he needs to drop and get what he wants without having to talk. Without having to be nice, without having to remember your birthday. You see, remember anniversaries. These are things he would do in the home to get sex. But he doesn't want to do that. So when you understand that, oh, my wife is different from me sexually, then she also needs to understand that my husband is different from me sexually. Once both of them understand. So, my wife knows there are times I just need sex. I don't have energy to make love. So yes, the purpose of knowing the difference is to know what to do about it, not just knowing it. So she understands she needs to serve me today. And it's only an issue when one person is the one doing the serving all the time. Service is great if we are both serving each other. There are times I realize my wife needs love making today. And I don't have to be in the mood. You see, marriage is not run by mood. If a man is tired most times, he needs solitude. If a woman is tired most times, she needs companionship. If you do not know this, when you see your husband very tired, that's not the time to come and have a long discussion. You see, some people think they have communication problem, it's just differences. When the man is stressed out, they say, we need to talk. You see, men see those kind of talk as stressful. But you see, because for women, talking is a release. If a woman is happy, she needs to talk. If she's sad, she needs to talk. If she doesn't know how she feels, she needs to talk. And scientifically, they found that women have about 20,000 words per day. Men have just about 8,000 words per day. And he has spent most of it in the office. So when he comes home, he's on reserve. Are you seeing what's going on? So they will both be frustrated because the man is wondering, why does this woman have a need to talk? She has 20,000 words not used. She has to use it. That's why a woman can use what requires 5 words. She will use 5 sentences. She's loaded. She has a lot to spend. But you see, for men, how was your day? Is one word. Fine. As long as you didn't get fired today, the answer is fine.